In the parable of the sower, it talks about how there's a sower, or let's just call it a farmer, who throws a bunch of seeds. Some of them get taken by birds, some of them get scorched by the sun, but then some of them sprout, hundredfold, crops, right? But then when he explains the parable, have you ever audited how that may potentially apply to you? So, what kind of seed are you? Because it's actually very clear. There's only a few different categories of what kind of seed you are, right? So, if you look at the seeds, right? So, the parable of the sower is in Matthew 13. 18. So there's one seed where they hear the word and immediately they just, you don't understand it, and immediately the evil one comes and snatches away what has been sown in their heart, right? So there's that kind of seed, and then there's another seed that is sown on rocky ground. So it's the one who hears the word, immediately receives it with joy, is all excited about it, and then and endures it for a while. But then tribulations come, because if you're truly following Christ, you're going to get tribulations guaranteed. And as that persecution came, then all of a sudden they immediately fall away. Are you one of those? Is that a reflection of your Christian walk? And then this is one that I felt was convicting for me, and for a lot of people, I guarantee, in this society, is that there's a seed that was sown among thorns. And this is one who hears the word, but the cares of the world and the deceitfulness of riches choke on them, right? Now I'm going to expand upon that in a little bit. But then the last one is one who hears the word, and well, basically it produces a lot of fruit and a lot of yield. In some cases, 100-fold. In some cases, 60, another 30. So are you one of those? I mean, do you actively spread the gospel? Do you talk to people about Christ, right? Are you bringing people to Christ? Because you are one of those categories, right? Did the bird snatch you away, right? Are you choked by thorns? I'm going to talk about the choking by thorns, the one about the cares of the world and the deceitfulness of riches. What I am auditing about what is actually going on here is I believe there's something seriously going wrong with the Christian churches and with the Christian people. I believe we have fallen into the world so heavily, which is the reason why churches are dying. We've fallen to the cares of the world. We look on our Instagram feed, and there's all these successful people. Some of them, they're personal development people. They're trying to encourage others, yet they kind of endorse this rich lifestyle. They drive nice cars. They talk about business. You always get this pressure to be rich, right? And you see these rich and famous people. We covet them. We want to be like them, and yet that's not something that is the world basically choking you. That is the world deceiving you, that riches are what's going to bring you that true satisfaction. The only way to get satisfaction is from Christ and from God. But you think you're going to get that satisfaction. Oh, if I just had this, if I just had that. And that's the deceit from it. So without making this too long, I just want us to audit which kind of seed we are. Are we actively living and walking in lockstep with Christ? Are we spreading the gospel gladly, joyfully? Or are we just caring about the world? What am I going to do with my job? What am I going to do with my spouse, or my future spouse, or my marriage, or my kids, or my family, or my house, or my mortgage, or my car? It doesn't end. The deceitfulness of this world. We're focusing on the wrong things, and when we should be focusing on Christ and God and our relationship with Him, and bringing other people into this beautiful walk. I can almost guarantee you, if you walk with Christ the way we should be walking with Christ, we will be so much more enthusiastic about sharing Christ. And so, again, I'm not talking as a preacher. I'm talking as a fellow person who is convicted of this. And it's so hard, especially in my world. I'm around business people all the time. It's hard for me to stay sober-minded among this competitive world of wealth and riches and investments. But this is a call for us to audit ourselves, recalibrate ourselves to what is actually recalibrate our thinking to what is actually important, which is the fact that if we have food and water today and a place to sleep, that is a great day. That is all we need. But a great day is really us spreading the joy, spreading the hope that we have for Christ. So I hope this helps. See you later.